Hey everyone, this is Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist, and as requested, doing a video on Yerba mate, which is this stuff that you see here that you drink with one of these and one of these. Little interesting fact about Yerba mate, it's actually cheaper to buy it pretty much anywhere from outside of Argentina. I bought this one, came from London, and it was cheaper than buying it in Argentina because of, well, the inflation situation over there. And you would be thinking, well, why wouldn't people in Argentina buy it from abroad and have it sent? Well, because they have the 35% tax on using the credit cards abroad, plus 50% shipping, 50% tax on anything shipped from abroad. So it's, for them, it's not cheap either. It's pretty much as expensive as it is buying it locally. But it's pretty crazy that this yerba mate, it's cheaper to buy it maybe in London than buying it in Argentina where it's produced. So benefits of yerba mate. In Argentina, until not that long ago, it was basically what poor people drank. If you didn't have anything to eat, at least the poor would have yerba mate, which is something that was consumed even by the Native Americans back in the day. Then the Spanish and Italian immigrants adopted that. The gauchos as well drank mate. So pretty much in South America, Argentina, Uruguay especially fond of mate, Brazil as well, mate is pretty much consumed. How it is that you drink mate? Well, you do this following way. There's different techniques of doing it, and everyone seems to have his or her own little way of doing it. This is just mine. If you have any other, there's some real mate experts out there that have like a science about it. Do it a little bit, straightforward and more simple. You fill it up about that level. As you see, it's just like seems like a tea, but the taste is actually quite different. Once you have this, you put your hand on top, you turn it around, and you shake it a little bit. Once that's done, you have a little bit of dust, which you get rid of. And if you have a little bit more there, if there's a lot of dust, you can do it again, no problem. Repeat as needed, no problem there. Once you have that done, you move it towards one of the edges, and with the bombilla, which is like the metal straw that you have here, you shove it in there, and you put it there, and then it's ready to continue on. Another way, which sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, it depends on how much of a hurry I have or not, is putting it that way, dropping a little bit of cold water, just a tad of cold water in there on that side where we're going to be putting the bombilla, letting it soak in for a little bit, and then only putting the bombilla in there, and with a little bit more water. What this does is it helps somewhat so as to avoid having the bombilla stuck with the little particles of dust. And it also helps so as to not burn the mate once you start using the hot water. So once you have this set like that, you start putting a bit of hot water, not too hot. If it's just too hot, if it was just boiling, like with these electric things, you put a little bit of colder water in it so as to drop it a few degrees. Just a little bit of cold water, and then you pour it for the first time. You stick to this side. Once you've used it quite a bit, you start using the other side. Eventually it all gets pretty much wet, pretty much a big mess, but the way in which you're supposed to do it is this way. So you put a little bit of water, and you take a first sip, which if it has a little bit of dust, no problem, you can spit it away. So I'm gonna be doing just that, but not showing you how I actually spit because no one wants to see that. It's not that bad. You can actually drink it like that. Maybe just spitting 1 or 2 times if necessary. And that's when you start having your mate ready. Yeah, mate is a very traditional Argentine thing that it's drunk among family and friends. It's one guy that does this thing of preparing mate and hands it around everyone else. So that guy is called the cebador, which is the guy in charge of filling up mate and handing it around. What about the straw? Everyone's sipping from it? Yes. And it is considered extremely it's seen in a very poor light to refuse if someone hands you over a mate. I actually remember a little thing in the past. I was studying with a group of people, and one of them offered me a mate, and I said, no, I'm not feeling very well, and she said, you know, I don't care. Here you go. And she stared at me like it was like a sign of, if you don't drink it, you're not one of us anymore. So it's a very traditional Argentine thing. And if you're ever handed a mate by someone from South America, do your best to drink it and man up to it, guys. So that's it. Mate, it has lots of vitamins, proteins, and well, I like drinking it. Me and my wife, we drink it without any sugar on it. Some people like adding sugar. We're fine without that. It's pretty good for you actually, especially if you compare to drinking it to drinking maybe tea with sugar or coffee, which is a little bit more, especially with caffeine, may not be that good for you. So mate is really a good alternative so as to have something that's healthy and keeps you. You know, keeps the family together as well, and to share with friends. Guys, that's all for now. Remember to subscribe. There's more stuff coming up. Share the videos that you like, and see you in our next video. Have a great day.